in the league, not starting backcourt, but when you throw in Eric Gordon off the bench giving you 18 points a game, I give them the best backcourt. Chris Paul gives them a mid-range game, so they have some, they're not as predictable, shoot the three or get in the paint. So I think he'll be huge for them in the playoffs. Here's my one, I have two concerns about them. One is Mike D'Antoni. As great a coach as he is when he's in the right situation.
Regular season.
And what hurts him in the playoffs or has hurt him is his lack of attention to detail. They had some great series, his sons with the Spurs. I mean, great series. And it always seemed to be at the key moment, a missed rotation, a lack of execution, an ill-advised turnover. Your players getting off the bench. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Robert Ory, that cheap shot.
But the Spurs tell their guys, do not get off the bench. Yeah. D'Antoni must just didn't say it. So those little things, that matters in the playoffs when the teams are close.
Yes.
And so I think that, and then I got to say this. Confidence, whatever, but those are some concerns, but I'm still going to say they're the top threat.
I agree. And the thing that makes them tough, what happens is that for most teams, when your starting point guard goes out, who can initiate offense? Well, Chris Paul or James Harden will always be on the floor. One of those guys will always be on the floor. So they will never be in a situation have to worrying about who's going to initiate the offense. Chris Paul has been phenomenal. Maybe he really did need a change of scenery because he's looked like a different Chris Paul. And when he's on the court, they have yet to lose with Chris Paul in the lineup. They're going to be tough to beat.
Golden State.
And the thing is, Skip, is that now they can throw Ariza, they can throw Tucker, they can throw Mbah Moute, they can throw multiple bodies at Kevin Durant, not just Ariza. So I love what they do offensively, second-ranked efficiency, sixth in defense, three-point shooting. We know they're going to get about 40 up a game. All they're hoping to do is hit 15 or 16 of them, and they're going to be good. They're good at the free throw line, Skip. They get 82% of the defensive rebounds. You don't think, because really you only think about Capella, but James Harden, and then you got the 2 and the 3 assist people in the NBA on the same team. I don't know if that's ever been done.
Against Kevin Durant, and where was James Harden? And then Russell Westbrook had one disastrous first half in Game 3 in Miami. But the point is, again and again, James Harden has had these flameouts where you say, what was that? Lose 114-75 on your home floor when you could force a Game 7 back in San Antonio. Right. And then Chris Paul, he had one moment in the sun against my Spurs. When, remember, on the final regular season night of the season, the Spurs go to New Orleans and blow a game. That dropped them from the 2 seed to the 6 seed, and they wound up having to play Game 7 of round 1 at Staples. And Chris Paul was sensational because he looked like he'd pulled his hamstring, and he came back in and made the shot of shots over Tim Duncan to win it. And what did they proceed to do? Chris couldn't play the first 2 games because of of that stuff, whatever that stuff is.
Like he was I don't think he was hurt. I just think it was he just froze up or something. Like, to do that more.
And early on when he was in New Orleans, trust me on this because I was close to these Spurs teams. When they had to deal with Chris Paul, he was a force of nature in New Orleans, where they were afraid of him because he didn't have dog, he had bulldog in him. They were afraid that they just couldn't control him and contain him.
There were for the course of a series just got to him. It was just too much. Now, he won't face that against Golden State or San Antonio. So we'll see if that makes a difference. But
so I'm here to tell you the Spurs are going to win
Spurs
the West.
Ain't gonna do nothing.
They're going to win the West.
No, they're not.
And it's going to come down to
They wanna
Spurs
play the
versus
conference
it'll be Spurs versus Houston in round 2 in the semi. Opening night a year ago at Golden State.
Yeah, gave y'all false hope.
False hope.
Yep.
They blew him out by what was it?
that
like
was
by 30?
opening night.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
just
first
saying.
game with Kevin Durant.
Okay, but Kevin.
They
Okay,
weren't comfortable.
And then what happened?
They love playing in that arena. They love Oracle.
If the Spurs get past Houston, there's no way they beat Golden State.
There's a big way.
And they're
No
going to
way.
probably, right now, they would play Golden State in the second round.
Right now, but it's going to switch.
You think Golden State's going to get the top seed?
Well, Golden State will
I think
they'll
Houston's
track
gonna get it.
down Houston.
I think Houston will get it.
No, we ain't worried about that. You know, we sitting pretty over. We fat cats over here in the
Yeah,
East.
we'll take them as they come. Whoever, if it's Golden State first, we got to deal with. We'll deal with it.
Y'all ain't gonna deal with nothing.
So who do you have in the West, Shannon? You jumping on Houston's bandwagon?
You got Houston to win it all, right?
I don't have San Antonio winning it.
Well,
y'all not
Spurs
getting
and
past the
Houston
second
play
round.
tomorrow night. So.
All right, who you want? Want to put some on that?
Yeah, I got it. What you name it.
Oh yeah,
I got it.
James Harden to go by 40, 40 and 12 on y'all.
Yeah.
Sure enough, ain't gonna be enough.
Will LeVar Ball steal the show from Lotso against